Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ahmad Aslam bin Azran. Today I will present for the question 1, how to solve the question 1 for the assignment. Right, let's go. For this assignment, we have this equation. We have the equation, and you show fx equal to fx plus 2. For this equation, the p is equal to 2. Alright, now let's go for the first question. First, he told to sketch a graph from the interval of -3 x 3. Alright, first we identify the graph. We take the first equation first, which is fx equal to 1 plus x -1 x 0. From the equation, we can see that this is a linear graph. Then we plot the graph. We input the f equal to -1, we get the 0, and f0 equal to 1. So we got the coordinate -1, 0, and 0 to 1, which is this graph. Alright, second equation is fx equal to 1 minus x square. Interval of 0 x 1. Okay, for this equation, this is a quadratic equation. We can see from this graph. But for the quadratic equation, we need another point or middle point. So from 0 to 1, we take the middle point is 1/2 or half. So we put into the equation. We get the f0 equal to 1, so the coordinate 0, 1. f1 we get 0, so coordinate 1 to 0. f 0.5 or 1/2, we get 3/4. So this is the graph that we get. So we put total in the interval of 3 to -3 x to 3. So this is a full graph. You can see -3 to 2, -2 to 1, -1 to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 2, and 2 to 3. Right, now let's go for the find the Fourier series. Alright, for the Fourier series, we must put all is in this equation, which is fx equal to a0/2 plus summation of n equal to 1 to infinity an cos n pi x over l plus bn sin n pi x over l. Okay, l is where we can get l from the p, which is p equal to 2l. So we simplify it to l. Therefore l equal to 1. Right, that's why we got l equal to 1. So first we put the l in the equation. Therefore we get this equation. Right, next we need to find the a0, an, and bn. Alright, let's go for the a0 first. The a0 equation is 1/l summation of -l over l fx dx. So we input the equation, the both equation. Therefore we get summation of integral -1 to 0, 1 plus x plus 0 x 0 1 integrate 0 1 1 minus x square. So we summarize it, we solve it, and we get 7/6. Alright, for an, the equation is 1/l integrate -l fx cos n pi x dx. So we put all the information that we get, just like the a0. Therefore we get this equation. Alright, for this equation, both can be used tabular method. Therefore we put in the tabular method. When we get all the tabular method, we put back this and solve the equation, and then we get this final answer for the an. Alright, for bn, the equation is 1/l integral of negative LL fx sine and pi x over L dx. So we put all the information into that, and also this both equation we can use a tabular method. So we solve the tabular method, and then we get the final answer is 1 over n pi cube bracket of 2 cos n pi 1 minus n pi square plus 3 n pi sin n pi. Alright, then we put all the information that for the a0, an and bn we put back into the Fourier series equation, and then this is the final answer for the Fourier series equation. Alright, that's all for me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Wan Muhammad Asif from group 6C, and I will discuss about question 2. So it is given that fx is equal to 2 over pi x plus 2 for x equal to negative pi to x equal to pi, and fx plus 2 pi is equal to fx. Question A asks you to sketch the graph of fx from x equal to negative pi to x equal to pi. And it also asks you to determine whether the graph is odd, even, or neither. So to solve the question A, you need to use the equation given and put in the x equal to 0, negative pi and pi for the x value, and you will get the fx. And from the table, you can sketch the graph. And by the look of this graph, we can say that it is neither odd nor even. And for question B, it is given that a not equal to 0. It asks you to find an equal to 0. It asks you to find a naught and bn. And hence write the fx in Fourier series. To find the a naught, we can use this formula, and note that from this fx given here, the 2 pi is equal to 2l. So by using this formula, we can solve it and get that a naught is equal to 4. To find the bn, we use this formula and we solve it until here, and from here we need to use the tabular method, and from the tabular method we can get this one, and we can continue solving it. And here noted that sine and pi is equal to 0, and that's why we can just cancel them. So the answer for bn will be negative 4 cos n pi over n pi. Now that we get the value of a naught and bn, we can put it in this formula for the Fourier series. And since this is the neither graph, we need to use the full range formula to get the final answer for the Fourier series. And this is the final answer. Thanks for watching. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Naim bin Lakman Rais Asman. So I will continue with question number 3. So basically question number 3 is harmony analysis. So basically we just have to follow the step based on the exercise. So basically in this question, the question already given the value of y cos xr, y sin 2xr. So basically we don't really have to find this value here because it is already given in the question. The same with the YR sine to XR. So I will just summarize the value here. So basically what we have to do, what the question asks for second harmonic and with the decimal point. So I will look for the value with the decimal point. And then with two harmonic, so we have to find A0, A1, B2, and C1, and also A2, B2, and C2. So basically, we first look for the value which is not which is YR sin XR and YR cos 2 XR. So after we find all the value into decimal point, we summarize the value. So as you can see here, the value for the summation value for YR sin XR is negative 8.297, while the summation of YR cos to SR is 4.225. So the first step is we are looking for the A node. So by using the formula 1 over 16 summation of 12 YR, so just 1 over 6 times the value, the summation of YR, so 28.27. So we get our first value, which is 4.728. And then we also can look C note, which is half A note. So the A note divided by 2, so we get 2.364. And then we proceed with finding the value for A1 and B1 and C1. So as for A1 and B1, we just use the same formula, 1 over 6 summation of from 1 to 12 y cos XR. So basically the value here, the summation, so we get the value 0.483, and then with B1 YR sin XR, so negative 1 over 6 times negative 8.297, so we get negative 1.383. Then we can proceed with finding our C1 and alpha 1. So basically, to find the alpha 1, we use this formula, and then we find the C1 is 1.465, and then we can also find the alpha 1. So alpha 1 is in the fourth quadrant, so it's supposed to be this angle. And then this is the first harmonic. So the question asks for the second harmonic, so we proceed with the second harmonic. So for the second harmonic, basically the general idea is the same as the first harmonic. However, the value is different as we use the summation of YR cos 2 XR, and for B2 we use 1 over 6 summation of from 1 to 12 YR sin 2 XR. So basically, based on the value we get from the table, sorry, this value is okay. One value we have to find, and one value is already given. So we just use the same formula, 1 over 6 times the value, we get the value 0.704, and the value of B2 is 0.796. Then we can proceed to find the C2, and then we get the alpha 2, which is 42.47. So and then we just finish, and then we can find our fx. So basically the fx is half OC note atau half A note plus dengan plus A1 cos x plus A2 A1 and then A2 cos x, and then b1 is negative this sin x plus b2 0.7769 sin 2x. So we simplify our fx into this equation. So this we convert this into the angle in the angle form. So that's all from our group. Thank you.